What?
You always introduce us.
Do I?
Go ahead.
I don't think I do. You start this time.
Why do I have to start? I can't start.
I don't have an introduction. I don't have a catchphrase.
You just...
Should we make a catchphrase? Would that make us more personable?
Like we're the Costco guys or something.
Yeah.
You'd like to say like, that's like 2 double booms.
It would make us seem like humans.
Not the opposite?
We're all the way up to episode 9. That's nearly episode 10.
Is it?
Oh, no, it's 8. No, it might be 9.
Hang on.
I think it's 8 actually, because I think we did 7 3 times.
We did 7. Yeah, last one was 7.
Okay. But the next time will be
9, which then nearly be 10.
Will nearly be 10, which is 2 digits.
Episode 10, we should do like a celebration.
Do you remember when I was doing the naming conventions on the thumbnails? I told you to do
001.
Yeah, because the implication is that we'll get to
make hundreds of episodes
up to 999.
Yeah,
we have to change.
Wait, who wants to watch 1,000 episodes of us?
It wouldn't be 1,000. It would be
999. But who wants to watch that many?
Well, whoever's watching this one. Yeah, whoever's watching this one, they're the early adopters. When we get big, we make it big.
We make it big when everyone knows us.
Anyway, I haven't watched anything. I think I told you before this can be the Alice episode because like I've been too busy and everything that's been on has been boring and shit. Brenda?
Hasn't, but I think you've just been busy.
Watch the highlights and I'm not impressed.
Of what?
Not with Arsenal.
Oh.
My toxic trait is that if a team I like starts doing badly, I will just stop watching them. Which
But we started winning again.
I probably shouldn't really admit that because it probably makes me a pooper-fernal. What is it?
Plastic
fan, yeah.
At least you won't have Spanish people in your replies. Like I did.
Yeah.
Scary.
But where should we start? Should we start with Jonas out?
Jonas out. That's like the big news. We were calling for it last episode. I said, I literally said that I hope that Chelsea game is like the moment that something shifts, and it did.
Yeah, you could tell. You could see it in his face. That guy knew. He was like,
he knew his days were numbered.
Bewildered look in his face, like he.
The fact that I don't think like Chelsea didn't. We lost, obviously. Chelsea didn't smash us. I think everyone kind of fought hard. I think they just kind of.
I watched that one.
They were doing the best they could under the circumstances, but you could tell that a lot of them had kind of lost the passion for it in that moment.
Yeah, I think I did watch that one. It wasn't terrible. I thought it would be like
Well, it was 2-1, so it wasn't like
hiding.
Wasn't like fucking Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. But the way that like all the players like collapsed when that final whistle went, it was just like, and there were like people crying afterwards, and I think they just knew that there was going to be a shift, and like Jonas resigning, I feel, he basically got told. Well, he got told like you can either quit or we'll fire you. So yes, interim coach is a woman. And we've won 100% of the games under her. So
how many was that?
2.
That's pretty good.
It's a win rate.
Yeah.
Started winning in the Champions League again.
I'm sorry, I can't read that. I've got poor eyesight. I don't really know how to follow up because
I saw winning again.
I didn't read it before we started talking.
So yeah, one Champions League game against Norwegian team. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it. Emily Fox got her first Arsenal goal, first Champions League goal.
Nice.
And then we beat West Ham 2-0.
Great, the bare minimum.
Hey, we lost to West Ham last year, so everyone was worried about a repeat. West Ham away. So I managed to beat them, and then we went away to international break. So it's hard to like.
Yeah.
But
What was
I
the
wanted.
international break?
Let's not get into that yet. I wanted to do an update because we were doing relegation battle predictions,
Yes.
and I want to look at the current ladder and see how that's evolving. So bottom 4 is 9th is Crystal Palace, 10th is Aston Villa, 11th is Everton, and 12th is West Ham.
Yeah. What's the goal difference between Palace and whoever was second?
Well, thing is, Palace has -10 and Villa has -4, but Palace just have more points.
Right.
So all the bottom 3 are on 2 points.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace is on 4 because they beat. I think they beat Leicester or
So
something.
hold on. What order were you saying that in?
9th is Crystal Palace,
9th out of.
12.
Oh right. Okay. I thought you were.
I was going top
I thought you
to
were
bottom.
going from the bottom.
No,
Didn't occur to me that there's more than 9 teams.
top to bottom. I said
Hey, man.
10th, 11th, 12th.
It's been a week. It's been a hectic few weeks.
I said 9th to 12th.
Sure. Okay, take your word for it. Well, that won't last, I'm sure. I still think it's going to be Palace by a decent margin by the end of it.
Palace have still somehow Leicester's up and because they had a draw with someone. No, they didn't. Oh, they just won. Okay. But Leicester in 7th, they're above Tottenham. So I thought Leicester were going to be relegation battle. So
And I put Tottenham 4.
Tottenham were 8th.
Ressa would come out.
She got
that's the
injured.
competition, and then she did really well in her first and or second, and then got injured.
Yeah, got injured. Thanks, Tottenham. Fucking ruin everything. It's always Tottenham's fault.
Yeah.
If you have a problem in life, just blame it on Tottenham.
She's picked up an injury playing for club, which in my opinion isn't as important as country. I know there's not like any major competitions, but still, it's the principle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, top 4 is Man City, Chelsea, United, and Brighton. United. United haven't lost a game. Yeah.
So we face
They
them
they drew
next.
one. Yes, we played them next.
God, what time is that? Is that our Saturday night?
It's Sunday,
Our Sunday?
11 p.m.
Our Sunday night? If I'm working, I'll be awake, so I'll be able to watch the first
Yeah.
half at the very least.
But Arsenal are in 5th.
Actually, I don't know. I might have my roster, but my phone is recording, so I can't check it. I'm really keen to find out if I'm working on Sunday because I don't want to. So,
Yeah, Arsenal are in 5th. Yeah, the middle is like Arsenal, Liverpool, and Leicester, and Tottenham, I suppose. So,
okay. I promise in 2 weeks' time, when all this undergrad business is over, I'll be on it. I'll be on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll look at the next fixtures and we can make some predictions because we're back, club football back this weekend. So Man United, Arsenal.
And like,
What were you
I don't know
saying?
where I was going with that. So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, sorry. Well, 50-50.
50-50. Again, it's still trying to work out what's going on with Arsenal because it hasn't been like Jonas is gone and everything is like perfect.
Yeah.
And we're gonna win the fucking league.
Because we need like a
And I think there's other.
permanent leader.
When you
But
put a permanent coach,
Morale is gonna
I think morale is up, but I think
apart from Manu.
We need to talk about that. Why is she getting all fucking soapbox on LinkedIn?
It's a really weird platform, isn't it?
Like
Um,
all the other, maybe because she's like basically old now, like she's a parent, so she's on like Facebook and LinkedIn and
right.
Instagram.
So it's like something in her like genetics changed from she became a mother.
She became a mother and now she's a LinkedIn user.
Yeah.
LinkedIn influencer.
Yeah.
That's what they call themselves. Did you know that?
No, I
Linked influencer.
Yeah, I did. I got I did get a notification. Had her on Facebook.
You should add her on LinkedIn. You should connect with her on LinkedIn. Isaac has connect with Isaac on LinkedIn.
Please, because I don't need IRLs finding out about this. Like I've done well. The only IRLs who know about this is you.
Oh, what? You do a podcast?
Like
I didn't know that.
Your
wife,
my wife, close family friends,
Christina.
Yeah. A child at a school I worked at 3 years ago.
My parents.
Yeah, but they're not going to make fun of me.
They'll make fun of me.
you.
No, they don't make fun of it. They're always like, when are you doing the next podcast? My mum follows us on Twitter and Spotify.
Yeah. She's asking you when you're going to do the next one because she's making fun of you.
No. Making fun of me. My brother outed me though. And now he follows us for some reason.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andy, if you're watching.
I need to make the TikTok list dead. Bro.
Yeah, we need to. We could be like 10K now if we were consistently posting.
Yeah, but like you have to be like controversial. You have to be like baity and controversial. Like, and negativity sells a lot more. You know, like.
Well, you should just be like dumb. You could be like, just make a TikTok. Like, I think Jonas should have stayed and watch the fucking comments roll in.
But like, that feels disingenuous, but also like, excuse me, I don't want to just talk mad shit on people because that would get views if you just talk mad shit on people.
Yeah.
And clipped it like
if you
have to have a hook within the first few seconds. Like,
yes.
Say, like Beth Mead is washed.
Here.
And then like.
I can't say what I was going to say. Well, they're not watching. I would say, well, here come all the 13-year-olds in the comments defending with like their username is like Mead Emma forever. You know, like their couple name.
But like, yeah, just
don't put that on TikTok. We'll actually get cancelled.
It's not like a negativity podcast.
It's not a negativity podcast, but what is it then?
A positivity podcast to like.
I feel like our best clips are us complaining. Our most popular clips on TikTok are us complaining.
Positivity podcast about great athleticism, great sportsmanship. You know, at least that was my vision. and YouTube, but I only made one video. But I will make.
I'm gonna make one, guys. I'm gonna make one. I just have to. I've got one more assignment, and then I'm gonna make one, and you guys are gonna fucking lose it. It's gonna be so good.
What about?
Good question.
Huh.
The career of Hayley Raso.
Yeah, like
it's interesting.
Yeah, I think I wanna like find some point in history and talk about it. Something interesting, something historical, like just something a bit unique, like the matches in North Korea, you know, that's Matilda's.
Oh yeah, from the book.
It's in Matilda Effect.
Yeah.
Just like the whole context of, can't remember what that competition was off the top of my head, but like, because that was only from one perspective.
Yeah.
But then like, sort of looking into like how that came about, you know, like, and why North Korea is so good. It's
True, they are really good.
Really random.
They're still like ranked top 10.
Like the only time they come out of their shell, it's like women's soccer, maybe men's soccer too, and Olympics.
Yeah.
A bit of Olympics. And, like nothing else. Apart from like helping Russia go to war with Ukraine. But like beyond that, it's really interesting. So like I think I'd probably look into things like that, you know?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if there's a market for it, but it's fun. Like at the ACL,
you just make it for fun.
The ACL thing I did for fun.
Passion project.
So it never bothered me that it got 17 views because I, you know.
Again, guys, go watch it. It's really good.
The thing
Very well researched.
Thing is with linking YouTube videos to Twitter is that allegedly, I don't know if this is true or if you can even prove it, allegedly like links to other sites get like suppressed in the algorithm so they won't get seen as much.
I think that is somewhat true. But
because it does sort of track, because why would a website want to encourage you to
go to a different
website? Yeah.
Do what Elon wants you to do and fucking make videos on
just put the whole
Twitter.
thing on Twitter, but then do you not have to pay?
Probably, yeah.
To use that?
Yeah. Anyway, we're talking about the new LinkedIn post. I think I saw like an opinion on the whole like Jonas out, because obviously there was the graffiti outside the stadium, and people were saying like that's the kind of thing that has happened for years in like the men's game.
Yeah.
So it's a sign that women's football has like gotten to a good point in popularity where people are getting like outraged over things, and there's shithousery, and there's like, graffiti and fan protests and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, we need to be nice to everyone, because the criticism of Jonas was incredibly valid, and that's why he doesn't have a job anymore. It wasn't like people were picking on him for no fucking reason. There's like a weird misconstrued thing of like, obviously don't like cyberbully people for like their looks or their character or whatever, but you can criticize someone's performance on the pitch. Like,
I'm going to both sides it. I think like
obviously you can go too far.
I think like some people do get pissed off at like, because there is still people who are very much like, let's be nice to everyone, which I know I just said that like 5 minutes ago. And people will claim that that can be patronizing, and to an extent I would agree with that, but then also some people, the way some people tweet, it sounds like they are advocating for hooliganism in women's soccer. Which, so like I'm gonna both sides and say maybe the sweet spot is somewhere in between.
I think, again, obviously you can take it too far, but like if you can say that someone like didn't play very well that day, and that's not, you're not making a criticism of their character or their personality or their, that's you can make that criticism because it's like, I don't think you'll probably hear that. She just does that. But like there's, I guess you get sort of, because of like women's soccer, Twitter has like the whole thing of like people stand players, which again, fine. Like I can't fucking talk. But I can admit when like a player I like has had a bit of a stinker.
Yeah.
Like if they don't play well, like that Champions League game we bombed against Bayern.
Yeah.
I was admitting with everyone else that Emily Fox did not play well that day.
Yeah.
Like, if it's the truth, it's the truth. It doesn't mean you can say someone didn't play well without being like, that means I have to hate them. They didn't play well, they didn't play well. You know, like,
Yeah.
people don't understand like the difference between like that, I think. I think it's a problem.
Yeah. I mean,
Because if you can't call someone out, then how are they going to like get better, or how are things going to change? We all just have to be like, positivity, everything's great. Even when, if you're not winning games, we have to be like, everyone's doing really well. You're doing your best, guys.
I think, yeah, it can be a hard line to toe sometimes, I think. Because it's still in the grand scheme of sports, it's still not that big. Unless it's like Arsenal, maybe City, Chelsea, you know, but like there is a non-zero chance that someone we've talked about has seen us on TikTok. Yeah. You know, because there's not like, you know, there's only...
These people aren't like untouchable like the stars of the Premier League are, you know?
Yeah.
They're...
Definitely.
The fucking A-League players certainly are untouchable. But there's fucking Adelaide United players working in a local coffee shop, you know?
Yeah, like I have like mutuals with some Adelaide United players, at least one. So yeah, like I don't know what Jonas was. Maybe he was getting like hate mail or like death threats directly to him that no one else saw. Yeah, but like I never really saw anyone saying like he should die or anything.
No,
like
the
that.
only like again, all the criticism I saw of Jonas was like fair and justified because he was underperforming.
Yeah, basically
underperforming in his role. Therefore, we don't want him in the job anymore. That's not an unfair thing to say. People say about coaches all the time.
Yeah. I mean, like, graffiti is bad. I'm not advocating for graffiti, but it said Jonas out. It's not the most inflammatory.
It's not like Jonas should go die.
Yeah.
I want Jonas to die. Like
I'm clipping that. But I still don't know. I don't understand why Bestie Manu got so indignant about it.
I think it was. I wasn't expecting any of the players to say like anything on the matter generally. Like
no, neither.
I think Kim Little was asked, like the first press conference they did with like the interim coach, Kim Little was there. I think they asked her about it, and she gave like a very like neutral response, like we're just focused on the games ahead, whatever. So I genuinely was just like, if none of them say anything, like I'm fine with that, because I knew if someone said something, it would be some fucking bullshit. I knew no one would be like, I agree with you guys. I wanted Jonas gone. None of them would ever be able to say that. So I knew if someone did come out and make a fucking statement, it would be some bullshit that would piss people off.
You think, I thought like, not that it would be likely, though it wouldn't be impossible, but it still could. Someone could still come out and be like, yeah, actually, he was like abusive.
I feel like
what the rumors were.
That so could come out, but like later down the track.
Maybe. Don't know how abusive he.
I think they'd have to be out of Arsenal, because I think Meadham had only really started talking about that when it pretty much been confirmed that she wasn't signing on.
They don't like it if you talk smack about like former stuff. I really couldn't say.
I think these people would have to be kind of out of the Arsenal environment, because there's a player, name's Gio. I forget her last name. Everyone's called her Gio. She did play for Arsenal, wasn't getting many minutes, and then went on loan to Spain, like a club in Spain, and then just basically stayed there. And she's doing really well there. But she had like, people could tell that she like wasn't liking Arsenal, wasn't liking Jonas, because she had like little digs in like TikTok reposts. It was like,
yeah,
you're not depressed, you just need to get out of England.
That's so true.
Shit like that. Like, and people were like, oh yeah, she does not like it at Arsenal. Like,
keep going.
People were like, oh, she doesn't like it at Arsenal, she's not coming back, and she's like thriving it. Spanish club. It might be Atletico Madrid, but no. I think would have to, and like same with Viv's kind of making the comments that weren't even that like, they weren't that blunt. It was kind of more alluding to there'd been some disagreements or whatever.
Yeah.
She only made those comments when it was confirmed that she wasn't signing on.
It was a bit vague, and then like the thing about her not being happy with medical care, that was like an anonymous source in Dutch. That was never substantiated.
Yeah.
I just would.
And I feel like that is like a point that's a point that a player from any club could make, and I would probably believe them with the nature of women's football and injuries and things like that. Man City's ACL program must be fucking insane, because Jill Roord did her ACL and then came back like 8 months later and is playing like full 90s.
That's pretty good.
I don't know what they're fucking feeding them over at Man City, but any club a player from any club could be like, yeah, the medical care's got, a way to go or whatever, and I would believe it, because a lot of these clubs, like, there's obviously still the big ones that are doing fine, but a lot of them are still underfunded. And
that's the thing. Like, if this was true about Arsenal, there's a documentary on YouTube about her recovery, which would seem to contradict it. So, like,
they're like,
they just did that for PR. Maybe
they're green.
The source is just wrong, because
they're greenwashing, but medical practice.
There's got to be a word.
There will be a word for that.
We can coin one.
Yeah.
With the clubs that are like really up there, they're getting MRIs within days.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still like,
I'm not sure about
the big clubs that are just getting funding from like being a big organisation, like Chelsea, City, Arsenal, even Tottenham looks like it's got decent facilities and whatnot. But like championship teams have had shitloads of issues, and
I think championship teams do have to provide insurance now, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
They didn't before, but they do now.
Yeah.
But that's like private insurance. That means you'll get an MRI within days privately.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get like physio and whatnot through your insurance, but then also like they do a lot of the rehabilitation in-house.
Yeah.
With doctors, physios who are like on their payroll,
Yeah.
And the chap who was, I don't know if he still is, at the time of this documentary came out, who was like the head physio. His name escapes me. Really well regarded. Worked in the Premier League for decades.
Yeah.
But he was really well regarded. So not sure about that. But like, I don't know. I don't know if it's true that Jonas was a piece of work, I guess.
I don't think we'll find out. Like, we'll have to wait for someone to write a fucking book or something.
Yeah, I wonder what he'll do next.
I hope he doesn't come here.
No.
I've heard that. Like, it was like,
swap fucking Swedish bloke.
Here's a bunch of coaches who need a job. Here's teams who need coaches. Because people were saying, oh, Tony could come to Arsenal. No.
Playing musical tunes, Swedish men.
I know more Swedish men. I want them out of my life.
Yeah. I must say, I'm not in the know about current coaches, to be perfectly honest.
Everyone's got a different opinion on who should go where and whatnot. And
yeah, Klopp, except he got a job already. I think I said that last time.
You want Klopp. You're the only person I've seen that said Klopp should be Arsenal women's coach.
Well, it's a good idea, is it not? He's a good coach. He's just got a job.
Yeah.
Red Bull or something. The Red Bull team.
With Mr. Halliwell.
Crossover episode.
But there's probably somewhere in their contract that's like they can't criticize Arsenal while they're playing for Arsenal.
Probably.
That's not a good look.
These teams probably spend more on like their legal teams than their medical team.
Oh yeah, fucking TikTok team,
Yeah.
PR team. Arsenal always making little fucking documentaries. They've always got a big camera going around
Arsenal
making documentaries
Arsenal
about
make
shit.
Cool stuff.
It's cool.
Was it? Who makes the garbage AI ones? Was that City? I think it's City.
Oh,
Yeah, City makes really garbage like AI tweets, and they look hideous. Like, just hire someone or don't post AI pictures.
yeah. It's just,
Because it just like
just take a fucking real picture. The player's right in front of you.
Like-
You can just take an iPhone picture. You don't even have to get
Yeah.
a photographer in.
yeah. And like, if you want some graphic design, Canva, get some intern to do it. It's really easy to use.
There's been
You
like
don't have to be an
the
expert.
thing is, there's been like great like TikTok videos and Twitter videos done by like Arsenal, even done by Sky Sports that you can tell are just like filmed on a phone. Like it looks fine. Like
Yeah.
it gives it that more like
Yeah.
like candid vibe.
I don't remember who it was by. There was one with like there was like massive posters like motion tracked onto the side of buildings and things, and it was pretty impressive because it looked like it would have to be like actually tracked with like After Effects or something.
Yeah. There's a few good ones.
But it wasn't
there.
City because City they don't have a copy
Lazy.
of
They're
After
too
Effects.
busy like preparing their court documents
Yeah.
and
They have a copy of
hiring lawyers. They sacked all their PR and just hired lawyers.
yeah. I don't know what the AI image things are called. I don't keep up with that. But
There's a name for them?
like the software has names. Yeah.
Yeah. Just AI slop is what I call it.
Yeah. Basically.
Because they've all got like 10 fingers on one hand. And
Yeah. You can tell, I think in the one I'm on about, it's like the text around the shoulder was like meaningless.
Mm.
And it might be around the collar as well. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it looked bad. It's a bad look. I just think it's a bad look.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Another City hate rant, likely. We're going to do predictions.
I thought we did.
No, we got talking about Manu.
Yeah. We sidetracked. Because we were talking about bottom four.
Yeah. We said Man United, Arsenal. It could go either way. Still figuring out what Arsenal are going to do. Brighton and Leicester. Brighton. Crystal Palace and Man City.
Oh no.
It's going to be another Palace Chelsea.
Oh my god. It could be worse.
Thing is, like, City have been winning against like lower ranked teams, but like not that convincingly. Like none of them have looked like easy wins for them. They're not dunking on people.
That's true.
They look like they're struggling.
We said that last week
Yeah.
as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
They're winning, but it's by less than we thought
Yes,
they would, which is
they're still top.
good 'cause it
Thing is, they're top. They're top because Chelsea and Man United played one less game because Chelsea had like Champions League.
Yeah.
That was going to be like right next to the rescheduling the game or whatever. Tottenham and West Ham.
I'd say Tottenham. When's Rasso back?
She's back training with the team. Got a
Right.
little
Cool.
brace on her hamstring, so hopefully this weekend. Aston Villa and Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Everton, Chelsea. Chelsea.
Unfortunate.
Oh, fuck, we got to play Brighton next weekend. Why do we have to play Man United and Brighton twice in a row?
What do you mean?
No, like, that's our next two games.
Yeah. Who would you rather play?
Well, I know, they're just hard.
Someone easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the Crystal Palace game? So can we have that now?
I mean, I think a two win streak is impressive for Arsenal this year. So maybe that will have to come to an end in a couple of days' time.
Because United are playing well.
When you're listening to this, it will be in the past. Don't worry.
We've got the date there, so people can
That's a really good idea.
know when we're recording this. So when things go out of date, then
I meant to put the recording date in the description of
Yeah.
Spotify.
but now we got my calendar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Anyway,
It says laziness level high, productivity in progress.
he's so real.
Feeling good.
That's what Snoopy says. There's no other feelings. It's just like, no, it's,
Can only feel good.
yeah, I have to feel good.
Okay.
Anyway, talking about the international break that we just had.
I didn't watch any. I was busy.
Busy.
I was either sleeping when they were on or working because they were on at horrendously unsociable hours and I was
When next we're playing in Europe.
unsociable hours. Yeah.
The American games are on at decent times. But
Does that say Tide versus, does that say Switzerland?
yes.
1-1.
First time Matilda's ever played Switzerland.
That's really random.
Yeah.
Bet
But-
Germany 2-1. Nice.
Yes.
We're on the up.
Because it was interesting, like, obviously these are like first games with different coach, things with, there was quite a few people like missing on injury, like Rasso and Sam Kerr's still out. So it's like seeing who stepped up, and there was quite a few new players who debuted and stuff like that. So I think Switzerland, why did I say it like that? Switzerland. I think it was 1-1 because both teams had a penalty.
Right.
It was kind of an unassuming game. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad, you know. Did
Good
lose.
insight.
Beat Germany 2-1. That was, Germany scored a goal really early and it got me like worried. I was like, oh fuck, here we go again. Because we just played Germany in the Olympics, obviously, and I was like, yeah, great. I'm glad we picked to play fucking Germany again, aka the team that like smashed us the hardest at the Olympics.
I still the highlights. If I went to watch that live, I would have gone to bed.
I was actually doing an assignment while I was watching, so forced myself to keep going. But then we got Kyra's first international goal on her 50th cap, and Claire Hunt's first international goal. So, hey, not everyone can beat Germany. England didn't a few days before. So, losers. But yeah, I think, Australia's on the up. I think there's a lot of like development and changes we're going to see within the next year, because again, there's no tournament, so all the friendlies are just going to be like, well, playing for the sake of playing friendlies and developing the squad, bringing new people in. I think the games in Australia, we're going to see probably quite a few new faces in the roster sort of thing, because it's like 4 games packed in a window, and all the people that got to fly back to fucking Europe are not going to want to play heaps.
They need to be playing.
Well, I thought it was surprising because I was like the US, I thought like everyone had played like their 2 games, and then the US played again yesterday. They played 3 for some reason. So, but yeah, no, England lost to Germany, haha, and then beat South Africa, which, but is beating South Africa really that hard? Can't imagine.
Should have let them put one past.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and then the USA just winning everything.
Bet
Iceland
Iceland.
They played Iceland. They played Iceland twice, and then played Argentina. Which I thought Argentina would be better, but it ended up being like 4-0.
Right.
So, and Iceland, they were pretty good. Like, it wasn't easy. They weren't easy wins. They scored a couple on them. Again, like I was saying, Iceland are ranked higher than the Matildas.
Yeah. It is quite impressive. I don't know that much about the squad, but it's
when I was watching, all the American commentators were making like comparisons, like the population they were playing in Austin. Population of Austin's like 900,000. The population of Iceland's like 300,000. They were playing in a city that was bigger than their country. What is the actual population of Iceland? I want to see an actual figure.
Apparently there's an app I don't know if I might be thinking of somewhere else. Apparently, there's an app that you can use to see if you're like related to someone you're dating, so you don't accidentally date your cousin.
They need that in Iceland.
I think so. I could be wrong.
395,000
Was it Greenland?
live in
Was it?
Iceland.
Right. Wasn't Greenland? No one lives in. People might live in Greenland.
What's the population of Greenland now?
Greenland's part of Canada, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What's it part of?
Population of Greenland is 55,000.
It's part of Canada.
What country owns Greenland? Denmark.
Denmark. Oh, weird. Denmark.
There's a place in Western Australia called Denmark. Anyway.
Thanks.
Good factoid, people.
Mm.
But I thought Argentina would be better because I guess, well, they're just so dominant in the men's game.
Yeah, but they can't play Messi.
The women can't play Messi. Didn't Argentina still win Copa America and Messi didn't even play that much?
That's true. He did get injured.
I think Argentina are just like there's we talk about like the European countries that like football is religion or whatever. There's South American countries that it's the same, like Brazil and Argentina and Colombia and places like that who are always kind of been good.
Yeah. Maybe so much some of those countries, to be honest.
Argentina and Brazil are fucking insane.
Yeah. I can't say a lot of what let's not go there.
But I guess you do notice that sometimes there's like these countries who have been super dominant in the men's game, but they haven't developed the women's game. So
yeah,
or it's only become like recent where it's not been taboo for women to play football or whatever. So
there is it's definitely like a massive cultural element.
Yeah, depends on where it is. But yeah.
What else? Oh no, we've run out of our agenda.
Yeah.
What else do we talk about?
Don't know. We went on a rant about stuff before.
You have to say it. I think we should finish talking.
I'm trying to think if there's something to talk about.
Well, this would be a weak way to end.
Something to talk
there's
about.
Nothing.
Okay, well,
If there's nothing, you should wrap up.
We'll just wrap it up then.
But you never wrap up.
Yeah.
You're incapable. You keep going on and on.
Yeah, so you wrap it up.
Bye. I don't know. Look out for us next time in 6 months, probably.
No.
And
we're about to have all the free time in the world.
yes, keep an eye out on the YouTube if you're still watching this far. We're going to make videos. Actually, research videos.
Videos.
With good quality, not just yapping.
Yeah, because we both come from, like, university research. So we're all like, I need a peer-reviewed source. Because I'm like worried. We're just in our heads like, I need 4 peer-reviewed sources to pass. Because we do quite research-heavy degrees. So
And then choose to do more.
Do more research in our free time. Hey, it's a skill and it's a fun skill.
Yeah, true.
If you're researching something that's interesting, then...
Don't have any other hobbies.
So we'll just do some research.
Yeah.
I need a peer-reviewed article. But yes, keep an eye out. We'll keep yapping.
Yeah, for sure. Nice.
Follow us on the socials.
Yeah.
In the bio.
Yeah.
We'll have more to talk about.
Probably. Cool.
So.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
What?